Yeah, hey, it's Mac here. I've been kind of seeing a lot lately that like a lot of people are getting into this game, right? A lot of people are getting into Guilty Gear Strive. A lot of people who don't play fighting games, or they play Smash, they don't play fighting games with inputs normally, right? And they're kind of like asking questions about like, you know, like how do you do this input, how do you do that? So I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna give you a rundown on all of the basic inputs in any fighting game. All right. So this is, I'm probably make this a series, probably fighting game for dummies or something, right? But this is gonna be really simple. I'm just gonna go through all the different types of moves, right? Like all the different specials you got, and I'll do that. So we're gonna start. All right. So we're gonna look at Mr. Soul Bad Guy today. All right. So the thing about Soul is Soul has every single type of input, right? He's got a DP input, he's got quarter circles, he's got backwards quarter circles, he's got DPs, like he's got DPs on like throw moves, he's got half circles, right? He's got every single type of input you can find in a fighting game that is normal. So I'm gonna show Soul off first, and then I'm gonna talk about the not normal ones. So let's just get into it. So first I'm gonna show you a quarter circle, right? A quarter circle is really easy. It's just down forward, right? So let's say you're playing, so let's say like you're on like you're using like a pad, like the pad on your stick, right? It's the down button, forward button, and then the button, like the attack you're using, right? So I'm gonna use gun flame, which is P, right? So you do down forward P. That's it. That's all it is. It's the easiest move, it's the easiest type move in the game, right? Now, there are backwards quarter circle moves. Gun Flame Feint is one of them. So that means you do it on the opposite side. See? I'm gonna show this with another move that also has this, which is Bandit Revolver and Bandit Bringer. Bandit Bringer, it's just this. Quarter circle kick, right? So it's just an easy down forward and then kick. Bandit Bringer, same thing. Backwards quarter circle this time though, right? A lot of people who have played Street Fighter will know these inputs. These are pretty standard inputs in Street Fighter. Backwards quarter circle kick is it's Tatsu in most games, right? No different in this game, really. So next, we're gonna talk about the one that everybody asks me, or like any fighting game player knows, that when they try to get a friend to play a fighting game with them, they almost always ask, how do you do a DP? How do you do a Shoryuken? And in your most fighting games, it's really simple. It's literally forward and then the quarter circle input. So it's just, that's all it is. A lot of the time, you can mash it by doing this. You can just do down forward over and over again, right? So like, just remember that, right? If you're playing a fighting game and you're like, man, how do I do DPs? It's really simple. It's just forward, down, forward. Okay, sorry, it's forward, then down, then forward in a sweeping motion, like a quarter circle, right? It's like your Hadoken or your gun flame input. I think one of the biggest issues people have when they're trying to learn fighting games, and people say, yo, it's just forward, down, forward. They think they mean, right? They mean literally down forward instead of down and then forward, right? So it's like, and it's really simple. You might take some practice to do, but it's very easy. Now, next, I'm gonna talk about half circles. So half circles in a lot of fighting games that I play are command grabs, right? They're usually for throws. However, Soul has a forward half circle that is his move that sends him forward, which is called Fafnir, right? So a half circle is exactly what it sounds like. It is a half circle. So you go down, so you go back like this, right? So Soul's is a half circle forward. So it's a forward half circle, right? So you do this. See? So as long as you keep watching the little guy, right? I'll have my video point to him. The little dude who's in the middle there, right? You see the input I'm doing? It's actually just a half circle. So whatever button or whatever you're using, as long as you get the half circle, your move will come out, right? This is also important because almost every single super in Guilty Gear is what I'm going to talk about next. Every single super in Guilty Gear, for the most part, every character has one, is a move that is half circle back, right? So it's a backwards half circle, and then forward really quickly into the button, right? So Soul Bad Guy's Tyrant Rave is this. So it's half circle, forward, and then the button. So it's this. It's, some people say just do 2 half circles, which can work. But realistically, you don't need to do half circles. You just need to do half circle and then tap forward, right? The other type of super you will find in this game is double quarter circle back or double quarter circle forward as well, right? That's really simple. It's literally just, it's just 2 quarter circles back, right? All right, so the next type of special input I'm going to show is charge inputs. Right, I'm going to show you both vertical and horizontal charges. So Leia Whitefang has 2 charge input moves, or well 4 technically. But so what he has is, so if you hold back or down back, and then you hit forward slash, you get his fireball, right? So what it is, so the way charge input works is that your character is holding a charge, whether that's by hitting down back or just walking backwards. Your character, as long as they're holding backwards in some way, they're holding that charge in their move. And then to unleash that move, you let it go. Oh, I hit Tom by accident. And to unleash that move, you hit forward. Right? Now, a vertical charge move is almost the same idea, except instead of charging backwards, you're charging down. So it's a vertical charge, right? And so you hold down and then you hit up. Now, this can be a little tricky, and when you fuck it up, when you mess it up, you will usually just get like a jump. It'll be like this. So if you ever see like a Leia Whitefang on Wake Up jump like this, he's probably trying to flash kick, right? So the easy way to do it is you hold down back, because this is like the Guile stance, right? This is something classic in Street Fighter games where the character Guile will hold down back because he's holding charge on both his vertical and horizontal inputs, right? So if you hit forward, right? If you tap forward, you get fireball, but if they jump at you, you can flash kick, right? So it's very simple. It's the best way to describe it. It's very simple. Charge characters in a way are like they're like easier to learn because their moves are more simple, but they have a higher skill ceiling because charge has a lot of specific tech towards it. And this game doesn't have it as much, and when I get to it, I'm sure I'll make a Leo video and talk about it, but there's really no charge buffering and stuff in this game. So the last type of input we're going to talk about is a type of charge. Now, it's not a charge that someone like Guile has, but it is an old type of move that has been around since Street Fighter 2, which is called a negative edge charge, which is basically you hold down a button, and that button allows you to do a different move. So let me show first. So I'm going to show you 2 moves with Zato or Eddie, right? And then I'm going to show you how the negative edge works, right? And so basically, you have this, right, where Eddie stabs you, right? He does this move where he stabs you, and then he also does this move where he throws his drills out, right? And so the negative edge is basically you hold a button down, right? So you're holding a charge, but it's not the same way you hold a charge with like someone like Leia Whitefang or Guile from Street Fighter. You are holding down a button to get your charge. That way you can move freely while you're holding your charge, right? So let me throw Eddie back out again and then show you what I mean. So I'm moving, right? But then I let go of my button and then the move comes out, even when I'm in the air, right? So what it is that instead of hitting a button, like doing a full input, you can just hold a certain button for a certain special, right? Now I'm gonna show you this because it works on any of Zato's moves, I believe. So I'm gonna hold K and I'm gonna switch to P. So I'm gonna do my K special while holding P, and now I move like this, right? And then look at that, see, it comes out. The reason why negative edge is really good is because it allows you to hold your input for your move while being able to move simultaneously, right? Whereas with Leo or Guile, right, in order to hold your charges, you have to give up some sort of movement, right? Whether it's jumping for your flash kick or if it's moving forward for a horizontal charge, like with Sonic Boom or Leo Fireball, right? I believe that is every single type of special. This is just like a taste test for people who are new to fighting games and they want to learn like the basics of the game, right? The simple stuff. You're not here to learn like hardcore tech with like Tiger Knee inputs on Cammy and stuff like that, right? So I really hope that this video helped everyone in some way. And I hope that everyone who is playing Strive and playing fighting games now that they're getting more popular, I hope that everyone is having a good time playing with them, and I hope that you guys continue to learn and grow as players. Anyways, I gotta go, so I'll see you guys later.